Hi, so right now we're in a book club. So the first question you asked was the whole section about fear, maybe you didn't understand it. How I understood it was that fear shouldn't be ignored, because if you ignore fear, it ends up controlling you in the end. So what you need to do rather is acknowledge the fear, not move it aside, but understand what direction it will take you to, and then based on that, if you understand what it will drive you towards, you take another path. You say, this fear will make me not want to do this task. You acknowledge that that's what's going to happen, and you move past it, and you create a plan to get away from that path that the fear will drive you towards. And when you do that, it allows you to recognize scenarios that the fear will be present, but will help you improve. The second question was, what do they mean by detach from the outcome? And how do you do that if you're accountable for the results? So being attached from the outcome doesn't mean you're not a part of it, but it means that you aren't invested in solely the outcome. You can be invested in wanting the outcome, sure, but your everyday actions and tasks shouldn't be directed toward the outcome. Your everyday objects and tasks should be directed towards the actions you need to take to achieve the outcome, and that's the big difference. You should never be focused on what you want to happen in the end, what you wish would happen in the end, because that's just forward thinking. You need to be able to live in the moment. Right now, what do you need to do to achieve the outcome? It's not about the outcome, it's about slowly making the steps to get there. What things do you find valuable in the active listening section? That was mostly about just being in the moment and being aware of what is happening. If you're coaching a sales rep and you're not there, if all you want is goals, tasks, these to be completed, you're not creating an adaptable situation and scenario where you can fix it, where you can make improvements, where you can customize the plan for the person. And being a good listener is part of that, making a plan for each individual. And then lastly, what does being fully accountable mean? What was really cool was inside the book it said, this company failed, this company failed, this person failed, this person failed. And what was the common denominator? Everyone had a manager. And that was really cool. And that's the truth, right? In every scenario, you have a manager. And so it's important to understand that as a manager, you're accountable for what your team does. It doesn't matter who hired the team, who's in charge. You're in charge of the team. And so as a manager, everything that team does is on you, because you're the person they turn to, you're the person that directs them. And if you're not directing them in the right way, then they're not going to go the right direction, and that's your fault. And that's not a negative way to look at it. It's the truth, and that can be a positive thing in the end. So that's all. I love being a part of this book club. It's awesome. Thank you.